Hello and welcome to chapter 261 of my streaming adventure. Hope you are having a good day so far. What I have today is going back to our roots a little bit. When we started the stream, we were a vintage stream, and we were also a ManaTraders user. So, how about some vintage matches in the ManaTraders Series? Using a little bit of the chocolate, a little bit of peanut butter, putting it together, and there we go. So, user Not Me has often come up with some good ideas in vintage, especially around kind of, let's say, combo land type shells. I remember a version, a long time ago, playing in vintage with Fast Bond and, a lot of the same cards here. This is more updated for, cards that didn't exist 4 or 5 months ago. But an idea being, if you're familiar with Legacy Lands at all, and Exploration is a card there where you get to have an extra land drop per turn. Well, Fast Bond turns that up to 11, or let's say 20, or as many life as you have at a given moment. And when you combine that with things like Glacial Chasm, that says you can't take any damage, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Well, Fast Bond deals you damage as it's playing these extra land. So if you're kind of able to protect yourself in a bubble of Glacial Chasm, every time you have a new land come into play for Fast Bond, it's going to deal you damage that is reduced to 0. And then if you have something like Valakut Exploration, every time you're playing a land, the landfall trigger exiles the top card of your library, and then you're allowed to play that. And then when it comes around to your end step, you take the stack of cards that are sitting on Valakut Exploration, put them in your graveyard, and you deal damage equal to the amount of cards you put there. So, the thing that's different from last time around that Not Me innovated here is the Layla the Blade Reforge. And this is an interesting one. It's a 2/2 haste for the same cost as a Grey Ogre, but whenever it attacks, you get to exile the top card of your library, and you may play that this turn. However, say this is already in play, and then you get the Valakut Exploration action going. Whenever a card is put into exile and or your graveyard, you get to build up counters on Layla. So this is a way, like, we've had an issue in the past, I'll say, with this deck. We beat up on Bazaar of Baghdad. We beat up on Mishra's Workshop. However, the issue we've had sometimes is with the blue decks out there. And I think this is an interesting approach with Layla as, let's say, a threat that can easily go out there and be aggressive versus our opponent, like my dog Lily is being aggressive versus my other dog and really beating him up right now. So I'm going to put Lily's in the chat. I don't know. She's kind of out of control there. I don't know what to do. So if you're hearing the dog feedback in the background, sorry about that. But I guess they can't wait for their mom to get home. Lost my train of thought there, but I'm pretty sure we were talking about how there are a lot of combos in this deck. A lot of them are going to revolve around Fast Bond. And ideally, the reason this kind of deck doesn't normally perform very well is that vintage is the land of Black Lotus and Moxes, and you have this quick artifact mana, and therefore you don't necessarily want a bunch of lands in your deck. Like, a land is possibly like card power for power, pound for pound. It's going to be less powerful than whatever actual cards you draw. So the idea being, why would I put 34 lands in my deck? That's just that much more junk to run into. And so far that's panned out. These types of decks don't really dominate the metagame or anything like that, but they're fun. And I am here for fun. If there's anything that you should come to expect from a J-Pinter stream, it is sideboarding incorrectly. But beyond that, it's talking a lot off topic. But beyond that, it's having fun. So, with that, let's jump into ManaTraders Series. Now, if you are wondering, what is the ManaTraders Series? Well, each month, ManaTraders, sponsor of the stream, thank you by the way, you can find the code up at the top or the referral link will scroll through. They put on a free monthly series that you can win prizes in. Now, if you happen to be a ManaTraders member, you get a multiplier to your prizes. So actually, let's just start with... Ooh. This is a little bit more here that Well, that's interesting. Okay. So here you go. There's no entry fee, always free, and you don't even have to have a ManaTraders account to play. That's kind of like the amazing thing. So you can come right in off the street. We'll come in off the street, log in your computer, and then play some ManaTraders matches. It's gonna be okay. Here we go. It starts with the qualifier round. That's what we're doing right now. And there's like a monthly time period, which I can show you is running from the 11th to the 26th. So we're within that qualifying period right now. What you need to do is get a 70% win rate between 10 and 19 matches. So that's, if you win 7 out of your first 10, congratulations. You're already qualified for the Swiss rounds at the end of the month. You could, once you get your minimum 10 matches, you could stop there. However, there is also a leaderboard that you might want to pay attention to. Hey, Cast Haven, thank you for the follow. So once you hit that, at any point, the 70% up to 20 matches, 65% up to 30 matches, 60% above 30 matches, if you hit that threshold, you're qualified for the end of the month Swiss, okay? So, how do you, once you're in the Swiss, you do similar, you'll see how the pairing system works here in a second, but through ManaTraders software, they pair you up, you play your match, it reports it, etc., etc. And so, if you can qualify for that end of month, you can get yourself, and there's even a step beyond that. The continual high finishers from the series, you know, through the different monthly series, all of those people will be playing in an invitational. And wow, that's even more money on top for a free tournament. And I mean, honestly, that's kind of insane. So here's where I was talking about. That the payout, if you were that person I said right off the street playing in the tournament, you won $100. If you're a ManaTrader subscriber, it's a 10x multiplier. Instead, you get $1,000. And then here's the Swiss. The Swiss pays out to the top 256. Like again, the non-subscribers or the multiplier bonus. And keep in mind, the outside the top 16, you get this credit. Credit can be applied to your upcoming rental account. So if this sounds like you're interested, let me know. I have a referral link. All of this stuff is available. But once you are in there, it'll say, hey, would you like to play a match? And the answer is, yes, I would. So here are the terms of service. You got to play at least 10 matches. These are what the prizes are, payouts, etc., etc., etc. I accept. I would like to play some July matches. Okay, am I ready? I have my deck saved behind me. Let's play a match. Sorry, I need to make it a little bit bigger. Continue with the prizes, yes. And then now it looks like this. My deck is ready. Log in as JPinter. I am in there, and we will go to the Vintage Tournament Practice Room. Dog's getting feisty. Okay, it's waiting to pair us, and now this is all within the ManaTraders site themselves. It's like a third-party thing of the, well, I guess it's first-party if it's their software, but they are pairing, and it will tell you who to play, and then from there, you meet up in the tournament practice room, you do what I tell you, and it will report for you. You'll see, you'll understand here once we play the first match. All right, so it's up to me to create the match. Vintage, create, and my comment is waiting for Alico. So I will create it. 2 players, anyone. Create. And now we have to wait to have our opponent Alico join us. They have joined. Round number 1. We have lost the die roll. Now, that's never good, but especially in Vintage. Hello. Good luck. Do we want a mulligan? I'm going to say no. We don't have, I'm going to say we don't have great acceleration, but that's not true because we have fast bottom. So I would say we have very good acceleration. Let's see what they do here. Chalice with X equals 1. Well, that's just mean because that turns off our fast bottom. My dog does not like that at all, if you can hear. So they did not come out blazing, so I'm going to take the opportunity to hit that. And then we'll pass the turn here. Lily. Enough. Alright, they have a wasteland ready for me. You fool. I actually brought snow-covered forest. Does it hurt a little bit more to know that Chalice of the Void is restricted in Vintage, and yet they still had it? A little bit. I like that I'm gonna get... They have double wasteland. Sure. It's gonna make it harder on me. Okay, Bazaar does not tap yet. I could also go get another basic. I have 2 more basics, actually. If I can build up to get this Ramunap excavator going with Wasteland on them, or, oh, come on. Boo. 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 I think I'm going to keep the slow, like, they're not capitalizing here. Like, they do have mana, but they're not doing anything with it. I have 3 basics total, so I've lost 1 of them. Sure. So if I can get 1 more land, I can deploy something, which would probably be Ramunap Excavator. That makes the most sense. Theoretically, I could have used Bazaar to try to dig away from these fast bombs and crop. Hey, not me. Welcome over to the Swish Gaming. Alright, Urza Saga has joined. 4 mana. Nope, sorry, 3 mana. Well, that goes... Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, but... They have the ability to load up and take down the Ramunap. No blocks. That is true. I'm hoping to draw one of my 38 lands here. Instead, I didn't. Theoretically, we can try to bait them with the Bazaar. I mean, these crop rotations are doing literally nothing. I mean, we got them to bite. I might as well... Okay, so then we got a couple. And potentially should have done it before. So the idea is, do I just get rid of Fastbot now? I mean, it's 3 cards ready. Urza Saga is not going to go off yet. To go get like Pithy Needle that I have to worry about it. But I still have Forest, Mountain, and then a good amount of other lands. So combat step. I mean, if we can draw them in, I mean, they're not putting really pressure on me at all, which is nice. Still had all these crops, so mountain, forest. I could potentially set up Odawara. That's cute. I could have played Oko here. I think getting Ramunap is more important. Because that will allow me to do these other things. I just have to be mindful not to block and get wrecked. Wow, that is 6/6 is pretty large. What are they thinking of? Do you make another one? I would say the answer is yes. Until I can deal with that chalice. Until I deal with that chalice, it's not like I can go after... Let's double check the list real quick. We have Glacial Chasm. We have Boseiju. Well, no. What would I put in play? I'd put, like, Tabernacle in play, but they can currently pay for that. Well, we clear the Wasteland. Maybe they can't. I mean, the big thing is they're going to push through some damage, and then Arcbound will load up Walking Ballista to deal the rest of it, right? So if they attack here, 6, 7, 8, that puts me at 6. Sack. Yeah, I'm dead, right? No. Yeah. Deal 8 to me, I'm at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Means this is 5. Put it over. That's 6 damage. Shoot me down. So I have to block, which is annoying. I think maybe they're questioning whether or not they need to make another construct. If they make another construct and get, I don't know, Black Lotus, like all of those things are bad for me, you know. So then it comes down to, yeah, Pithy Needle on Wasteland. Bazaar Baghdad. Okay. Maybe they jumped in the Vintage Discord trying to figure out what I'm playing, of where I posted a picture. But, you know, it could be anything. So we're actually dead to sack. No, because every time they sack, the construct. Okay, take it. Thank you for not killing me. Although I am still dead. I am dead to what is on board. I just got, other than the Chalice on 1, I think I could have had a very fast start with Fastbomb. But unfortunately, it seems to have not gone that way for us. And I'm about to write the L down on my page. The fact we also lost a die roll, not great. I have yielded to you, sir. Misclick. Misclick. Sack to yourself. Darn it! They seem to have figured it out. Unfortunately. Shops has shopped us. Okay. So, Collector Oof. Where is my... No, I want the other way. I want this. So, 2 Collector Oof, 4 Force of Vigor. What truly changes for us? Well, Bajuka Bog is not really what we're looking for against the aggressive deck. As we saw there, a Chalice on 1. Now, again, Chalice on 1 being a restricted card is not something that I should necessarily expect them to have every time, or whatever you want to say. So, just the bazaars themselves as non-mana producing land also do not feel the greatest. So the Bajuka Bog that comes into play tapped and generally doesn't do anything, and the bazaars. And then other than that, Valakut Exploration is really only going to get going once I'm able to get a fast bond rolling or something. But the thing is, I think I still want the fast bond effects. I don't want it. Plus, I want them as green cards. So I guess a better question is Layla going to have a hard time getting through? Are these blue cards too cute? Or not necessarily going to help me in the way I need them to? I'm thinking 1 Layla, 2 Valakut. I also don't know. There isn't necessarily like a killer card. Like Tabernacle will be helpful, but it's not going to shut them down entirely. I think I can't afford to cut. I only had 2 and I cut them, yeah. What else would you cut? I feel like it's maybe I don't want to cut any green cards and I'm running out of time. I think I'm going to cut 2 of the explorations. As we mentioned earlier, the trademark talk through it. Yes, I'd like to play first. All right, we have Fast Bond. We have Fast Bond and a Ramunap turn 1. The question would be, do I just hold Beseju? No, that's a good point. If the Bazaar are gone, Layla's never really going to go to town. So we're definitely keeping. We'll see what they do. One, two, three. I need, because of the, I have to play the Beseju out to get Ramunap online. Right, because it'll come in, yeah. Yield. I could leave Field of the Dead back. I mean, makes them worry about a potential card in my hand. They're also highlighting it, so obviously they have Mindbreak Trap and or are reading it. Because you see how it's highlighted like that? That means your opponent is hovering over it when it turns red like that. So that's something to keep in mind when you're curious about your opponent's cards. And uh-huh. Trinisphere. Phyrexian Revoker, what would you like to name? Strip Mine? Mox Ruby, okay. I found a reason we should have played the Field of the Dead last turn. Hello and welcome to another sad day of my streaming adventure. Yep. Yep. You got me. So I currently, like, I feel with the number of lands in my deck, I feel like I am more likely to draw out of it. You know what I mean? And yet here we are. I guess I could wait for them to try to Ghost Quarter me. What would I get? Sorry, I'm just looking at my sideboard. Or I'm looking at my deck list over here. I guess that's a in case of emergency. If we get that option. Oh, I also have Force of Vigor if needed. That's something to consider. Walking Ballista where X equals 1. Well, that's not true. We can play that. You do play Tropical Island, right? Yes, okay. Okay. If it wasn't the first land you played this turn. Okay. So this does not currently work. Okay. How many lands do I need? 7 or more lands with different names. 5 mana for a Lodestone Golem. Okay. Okay. That doesn't count. I could put a Lotus into play. Lotus could help me cast. It's going to cost 1 more. It's going to cost 2 more. So this costs 6 mana. Could attack as a 3/3 or block. If I killed that's going to deal the most damage. Do I not want to let them untap? Maybe I don't. It's going to cost the same amount regardless of when I play it, their turn or my turn. So if I go to their turn, I'm letting them untap. And 1, 2... No, they still have the same amount of mana. They could pump Ancient Tomb-wise. If I were to kill those two... I think those are the 2 biggest threats to me. So if they're trying to tap it, I mean, I do think they should tap it for a single mana, and that's maybe where this didn't get thought out. Because if I gave... Okay, so I gave them enough to be able to play Thought-Knots here because of how I played it. Yeah. 4. If I kill this, I still die. If I kill this, I still die. If I play this as land number 5, this is land number 6, I still die. Well... I know the thought behind this is that I'm not able to play in the qualifying rounds at the end of the month, and so I just thought it would be fun to play some of these matches. However, you have to draw well to actually have fun. How about that? No, it's interesting to see the different ways that the deck can function and how it all comes together. All right, waiting for our next match. All right, we have been paired. I will create again. have our opponent. We have won the die roll. So we've won the die roll, but we have no acceleration or really anything to do with it. If we had any idea what they were, and if Tabernacle was relevant. Am I all in on fast bond? Why not? Why not? Let's be all in on fast bond. You need something to go with it. Pass turn. Let's see what they got for me. That's a good one. Okay. I'm kind of curious how bad this is for me. Now I kind of wish I had Tabernacle. Things aren't going well. This could be a tinker. That'd be a hell of a mulligan. Okay, it's not. But they can clearly pay for all their monks. I'm glad they didn't play anything end step. So this looks like pretty straightforward PO. Just particular draw here. Yeah, I'd like to yield. Hi, buddy. It's too bad there's not like a 4-spike land, because that would be awesome. Like really catch somebody when they're going for it. That's a design they should have. Comes into play. Yeah, have it be a basic land type that's fetchable. Somebody get on that. Okay, I don't know if are we dead yet? That's 13 points over there. Gotta check the list over here. What do I got for this? Unfortunately, they played a blue source. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against blue sources. Those are bad for me. So, I'm thinking Collector, oof. Mindbreak Trap, Pyroblast. Yeah, here comes 13 points. So, if nothing else, they literally have lethal on board. So, how do I would say, how do you get out of this? You make them pay for everything, and literally all they have to do is act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can pay for 5. And that is 6 damage. I would need to be able to clear a source and like if I could get rid of the Soul Ring, but I don't have enough mana to do both. I need to like Oko the Soul Ring and crop rotation. I wonder, should I have rotated right away and tie up their mana? If I tie up their mana, they wouldn't have been able to do this stuff. That's believable. That's entirely believable. That by doing that, I ended up hurting myself. Okay, Mindbreak Trap. I don't know that the Pyroblast are necessarily going to be good. What about Force of Vigor? Like when they go, there are going to be things that I want to hit with Pyroblast. That is for sure. But I'm going to need to have mana to be able to do that. So that's where I'm wondering, is having Force of Vigor. So, okay. Counterspell or Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Narset. These are all blue things, Tinker, that countering with Pyroblast or protecting with Pyroblast. And then it's like, well, Tinker goes and gets something and you Force a Vigor it. Except what if they go get the what if they go get the Sphinx? I can't stop the Sphinx. Yeah, I can. Oh! Well, no, Beseiju. Beseiju stops the Sphinx. So then I would wonder. I think Collector Oof and Mindbreak Trap for sure. But then the question is what goes with it, right? Again, I don't feel like... But Jukabog is something... If they had like Yogg, they were going for that, but I once again feel like that's something that maybe is not worth it. And then Not Me mentioned last time that if I don't have the Zars, I can't fully combo out. I do wonder if the blue, trying to have the blue for Ancestral and Time Walk and Oko, is that... Obviously, Ancestral and Time Walk are ridiculously powerful. But focus on the other things I'm doing. I just wonder, is Force of Vigor better there? I would like to play first. You don't have any green sources? I can't even, like, try to Ghost Quarter myself until, like, the second turn. I'd have to, like, float mana. We did it! Actually, no, okay, we need one more mana to be able to Ramunap. I mean, it's kind of funny. Now, one, two, Ghost Quarter. Put it in two. I would tap it for one, hit it, get another one, but that doesn't work. That's still only 2 mana. Ponder. Yep. So, my game plan. Ghost Quarter lets me play Ramunap. Ramunap lets me play Wooded Foothills out of the graveyard. And then I can start to... They did not shuffle. I kind of wanted to keep a Ghost Quarter. I'm going to say, I guess we could lead with Ramunap. Okay, then. Two, three. Right, red. Oh, I didn't think that. Okay, play Wooded Foothills. Got a Seiju under there. Where's that Mox Emerald? Oh, no, I need to be careful to not catch myself and get my fetchables in the wrong spot. Got Pyroblast up at least. Trigger. Get another one. Now, unfortunately, I've played all of my play a Ghost Quarter. Cost me life, but I get 2. There's Glacial Chasm. Okay. Play this, don't take any damage. Unfortunately, we sided out the Laylas. I almost left one in, and I did not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what do I got? I'm just gonna get 19 damage and kill him. We're gonna hide our whole deck under here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's true. I have 1,983 land plays remaining. Bang! All right, we got one. All right, Layla's back. So that was definitely fun. Maybe Tabernacle is unneeded. Like, for the most part, Tabernacle is only going to do it when they have the turn 1 Mentor like they did, and I didn't even play it then. So, I don't know, I would question that. If we get another Layla back in as well... Crop Rot makes sense. Alright. Can we vanquish our foe, or do we just die? We shall find out shortly. I don't think that's a keepable hand. They are keeping 7. That's never great. The old double Mox collector? Oof. I mean, it could also be Mox, Valakut Exploration, and then fall back on collector. Well, I already have to mulligan once. So I'm going to throw away that. See if we can... Like last game, their first play was Ponder, was literally Ponder. So... And maybe that's all they do. Maybe it is. Ponder, shuffle. Ponder, shuffle, pass. How about this guy? I don't know what that means. But we are going to try to be attacking for 2. Seriously. I was going to say, depending on what they do with the Wasteland, they're going to Mystical Tutor. Let's see what it is, and then we Wasteland the Rainforest. Let the Mystical resolve. So Ancestral has been put on top of their library. I can respect that. Yep. what I'm wondering is, do we attack first? I think I just want to have that in play. Or I don't. I shocked him for 2. Gataxian probe. They know what's going on over here. Or they paid the mana for it, because they probably had to. Now, that's the real question. How many of those do they have, and do I go after? How many basics do PO lists play now? Gotta look it up. Two island, you're so lucky. I think I want to get to Ramunap Excavator. That's the only reason I'm holding. Now that's probably... Is it greedy? It might be. You can have a Mox. That's cute. Wow, I did not expect Ramunap to exist, and so we're going to be Ghost Quartering. I'll take a strip mine, though. Opponent might not have an answer to Collector. Well, that's just mean.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Move to combat. I'm gonna say, how do I get red mana? I could get... I don't have unlimited red mana. 1, 2. I was gonna go for Layla. Oh, sorry, opponent. Alright, so got ourselves on the board. Way to go. I just heard the laundry buzzer, so stay tuned. I will be right back. All right, back, ready for another round. We join the match. Oh, duh, we gotta go to the room. Someone will be typing for us. Did we read the message correctly? You join the match, your opponent makes the name. We have found them. Won the die roll. That always helps. What do we got here? I mean, this looks perfect. They mulligan to 6. They mulligan to 5. Is this dredge? Do we have a dredge opponent? Nope. Do I get anything from the extra one? I would say right now, no. Underground Sea. That was a really quick mulligan for an Underground Sea. Maybe they were just looking for Black Lotus. That's the key. I can't do anything against good cards. And I'm not gonna tinker. I'm gonna say, is there anything I could find here? Bajuka Bog, Beseju, none of that does me any good. Beseju's not in my hand. Wasteland isn't where I want to go. Yup. Yup. You have a top. Okay, I can mess with this. Wait for them to target. Respond to that. I'll have you know, you don't get to do that today. I'm going to try to throw them off with what I'm doing. I want a Force Spike land. Sure, you got me. See, now the problem's going to be, however, if I was trying to be so clever. I was trying to be so clever that I am going to draw a land for the Valakut Exploration, except it won't produce red, and me trying, like, I'm going to get an extra turn somehow, and I shouldn't be able to. All they have to do is produce, that's the other thing, is all they have to do is produce blue mana later, and I'm still in trouble. Went for it too early. I had my Bajuka Bog trying to go for it with the Snapcaster. Instead, our opponent here will... And I guess I could save... Well, pardon that. I guess I could save everybody the trouble of watching our opponent do this. But, I mean, sometimes it's interesting. I guess I still was kind of waiting for our opponent to do something. Like, I figure they have... Maybe they don't have a Tendrils kill. Not everybody does. It could just be building to a Monastery Mentor. You know, obviously does that kind of payoff. I almost wonder, by having Dress Down in play, does that hurt you? You would just pick up the Dress Down when you're ready, right? That makes more sense. So that it's not in play messing with... They did have Yawgmoth's Will. Oh, at some point they replayed the Ancestral and I missed it. That's funny. Get your Soul Ring back. What are you doing here? Get your Soul Ring back. That's +1. Mystical Tutor. Revealing Brainstorm. How many... I guess there are things in their hand. If they have 0-cost spells, they want to put them on top with Citadel? Maybe? Why is Soul Ring not in play? Oh, we're tinkering again for a Sphinx. See, I am going to get punished by... Or maybe they're just going for... Or they're teched out for the mirror. They have Lavinia. This is main, right? I'm not drawing a blank. See, it did pass to my turn after all. Not that I can do anything with it. Nice 0 drop there. But, alright, so I do have ways to deal with that Sphinx. So that is interesting. So I think Oof, Mindbreak Trap are the main things I want. And then after what we saw... Maybe Pyroblast and Force of Vigor. I mean, this is going to be a similar refrain that we're going to keep seeing over and over again. So, where is it? Tabernacle. And the Bazaars. We need Glacial Chasm to do our shenanigans. Bojuka Bog could potentially... We've seen Yawgmoth's Will and Snapcaster out of them. So Bojuka Bog isn't a 0, I guess is what I'm thinking. Oko is kind of a 0. I put the Oko in because it feels cute, obviously, and it's like, oh, am I going to be able to... Well, actually, the first problem was that there are some shortages on cards because there are a lot of people playing Vintage right now, and there's only so many Besejus to go around. So I made some alterations based on a previous version of the deck that I had, and the previous version played Oko, and I don't know, I thought it was fun. So maybe. I'm not sold on Force of Vigor, but I think with some of the threats they had, maybe I do want Pyroblast more. Okay. There's also, I don't know, lingering in the back of my head, oh no, it's not that bad if you lose because you can't play anyway, but I want to win. Turn 2 oof with Mind Break Trap. And two answers to Sphinx. I think I'm going to start with Taiga. It represents Pyroblast even if I don't have it. They ended up keeping 7. Sorry, I was not paying attention. Resolves. Wasteland. Well, we have to sage you for that. Ha! Force of Will. Exiling Ponder, okay. One. I have to say, putting Mana Crypt into play is a choice. Maybe. Okay, I think I understand why. You play Mana Crypt on this turn. Mana Crypt on this turn, so next turn, Tinker is not exposed to Mindbreak Trap. Okay, no longer. I don't understand why they did it anymore. So I'm gonna play Tropical. Finding a Taiga under there. Okay. So now I have Otawara given to me. End step, Shucha. We know of at least one basic island. I'm thinking through the Viseju here. We know of at least one island. Well, Tails never fails. That is a known quantity. That seems pretty good. Trigger, trigger. I found a Pyroblast and another Valakut Exploration. Okay. Bang, bang. Lost the flip. This Mana Crypt is my MVP sleeper cell. Why would you have played that out when you did? I'm very confused by that. I would like to play a fast bond. Now I'm going to wonder, should I have pitching a PO? Well, what I was going to say is, so is Otawara. Otawara is a way out from some things, but it gives me hard cast Mindbreak Trap now. That's interesting. Oh, I don't have unlimited land. So I was like, haha, that's my last piece. I don't have unlimited land plays, but at least I know I have land plays coming up. That's one. That's two. Fetch land. Okay, so that will get us 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't get me everything. So we already have Taiga. Let's get Mountain. Ghost Quarters, Strip Mine. I have everything in play, so Ghost Quarter doesn't do what I want. Play Strip Mine. Play Mox Ruby. I've lost access to my second blue, though. That was foolish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a way to get another land in play? I've played my land for the turn, right? Yeah. Even if I kill that, that doesn't work how I want it to. So let's shoot him. Oh, let's shoot him for 5. And let Mana Crypt finish him off. Come on, Mana Crypt, you're my best friend. Pow! Got him. Oh, Mana Crypt, you're my best friend. Okay. So what changes? I mean, that played out perfectly. The only thing is Force of Vigor, because we've seen the Pithy Needle. I think I want the acceleration. And sometimes crop rotation is the right card. So then it's like, okay, oh, well, if you don't have Layla's, can you not go for it? Maybe that's not what I need. I like the idea of the Layla's. I don't know if that's the right thing to try to push through. And that comes from not knowing. I've been away from Vintage for so long, they're keeping 7. Yikes. Two cards on the bottom. So I have red for the Ruby. 2 cards on the bottom, and I'm on the draw. Yeah, I'm greedy. I didn't come here to not be greedy. And to be fair, I was already here. It's my house. Don't play Lavinia. Second spell. Third spell. Do I care about that? Do I have a better chance? Whatever, yo. Come on, baby. Daddy needs something. Wasn't that? Some mystical tutor on upkeep. What are they gonna get? Balance? No. You could get. You will draw what you get and you'll like it. What costs 4 mana? You tell me you just had it? Or were they were looking for protection, maybe? Oh, sorry, they're POing. I should. I said yield, and they immediately passed. Oh, I guess they didn't draw anything with what they had going on over there. Draw nothing. Draw nothing. They've already played their Moxes back out. So there's nothing new from them from their side. So the big plan here is draw. Well, that's a big yikes. Demonic Tutor is not good for anybody. Especially me. Especially me. I can't stop that. Correction, correction. If we could have prevented the damage, that would have been terrific. Instead, I have Fast Bond. And then I die. They even had the counter for the Fast Bond. Bravo. Bravo. I go out in style. Correction. It wasn't in style, but that Blightsteel won a game that maybe, you know, the Sphinx does not win. You know, that's how that works. Okay. 1 second. Okay, none of that is relevant. I noticed that we had some email updates. There is something I am waiting to hear back on. It has nothing to do with Amazon Prime Day, I'll tell you that. I join the match. I join the match. Should I, knowing what my core combo elements are, yes, the Layla and stuff like that is clever. But it doesn't mean I have to do that. Alright. Round number 4, we've lost the die roll. That's never good. Like, I know there are loops to play with Bazaar, especially as you activate it, draw, discard, you can waste it away, replay it, like when you're digging for a particular card. I don't know, I just don't feel they're keeping 7. 1, 2. I mean, I've almost got it. Fast Bond is the one that there's only so many copies of, obviously, because it's ridiculous. But it's like you could have additional explorations, but it's more that is the core element that I'm drawing to is the ability for Fast Bond to do Fast Bond things. Like I'm gonna get to the point, hopefully, where I can start recurring stuff. I'm going to go with Adawara first. Because, say, in a pinch, I need this Beseiju to do something. That's my thought. You know, if they tinker or whatever into me right now. They pitch Dig Through Time. They don't have that many cards left in their hand. I mean, that's what Force of Will does, though, right? Hey, they got green, so I'm... Okay. At first, I was thinking, oh no, that's terrible for me. And then I'm like, okay. So they're going to improve their draws. And pitch a couple more lands. They have found Strip Mine. Well, that's not one we're excited about. They didn't counter a crop rotation, and I don't necessarily think they should. So Ramunap here. Ramunap or Valakut? I think let's start with the Ramunap. With the intent that we play Valakut, we can get the ball rolling. I mean, they have stuff like Bolt. Should be bad for me. Mental Misstep is gone. Ren and 6. Okay, I think I might be able to do a better job of it than you. We'll see. They got their Strip Mine. I would go after Taiga. Uh-huh. Now, do they have Bolt as well? See, that's just mean. They're down to one card. That's kind of funny. You. Alright. Clear their Ren and 6 pile over there. And then if we can get Ramunap back online... Getting Ramunap online would be able... We don't have a waste effect, though, do we? They don't have a land, though. They have a Tarmogoyf. That's a good one. Can we in any way rein that in, truly? No. We could slow them down by making them pay with Tabernacle. But it's not going to get... We have instant enchantment. They have... That's what... They have Artifact and Planeswalker. I wasn't thinking about Artifact and Planeswalker. I mean, it's only 6 damage, you know, to say it that way. We could take that for a bit. But if they're gonna, if they -6 and then Pyroblast us with the DAC emblem, that's gonna be bad news. Or if they steal, say, Valakut Exploration, stuff like that. Are they gonna discard, what is it, Tarfire to get their last couple abilities? They got a land. There's Red and 6 can pick it back up. All the value over there. They have another Bolt. Okay. So they did get it up to... How did they get it up to 7? Artifact. Instant. Sorcery. Creature. Land, Artifact, Planeswalker, Enchantment. There's our 7. We figured it out. Yeah, this is almost... So now I wonder... I don't have a maze effect. So... Wasteland under there. I don't have land drops. I can't play this Layla. Need to get a... Oh, there's Field of the Dead. I need Field of the Dead. I need to hit another way to play more land. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to run out of sources here. Each opponent, it's not able to hit creatures. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, they've gone for Emblem. And then they're ready with Pyroblast. They got us with the old Tarmogoyf control deck. How foolish I feel. Well, step 1. Nice Tarmogoyf deck / Ren and 6. Collector Oof, not so much. That's probably it. So then, okay. How am I going to outsize Tabernacle? I mean, we did see Oko from them. And Oko Tabernacle interaction shenanigans, that's probably not going to be what we're looking for. I do wonder about Boseiju. Like, Boseiju cannot hit Planeswalkers. It's just going to mess up. I don't know. I continually am not... Like, I know the idea behind the bazaars, but I'm increasingly not happy with them. 3, I gotta get 4 more. I don't, but it's a green source, and I really don't want to cut a green source. That's the big thing. They can't have many. Like, this is just more wastelands. It's also a combo piece, but I think it's something I can. I'm more happy taking away a ghost quarter than a... No. If I'm going to take it away, it makes more... We did see wastelands will always hit non-basics. Ghost quarters will always hit everything, but there's potential for payback. But there's also, you know, how many sources are they going to have between the Seiju and Ghost Quarter? At some point, you have to run them out, right? They can't keep having them. They can't keep getting away with it. Are they gonna? Did they see blue? They saw Tropical and they saw Otawara. I'm just trying to think. Are they gonna keep Pyroblasts in for us? Like, I guess that's the question is, I do like the haste threat. They do have counters. Bog did its job. It's just, it's hard to go after. Like, do I want to strip mine the Ren and 6 deck? Is really... Do I want to strip mine it? Yes. Do I want to keep a hand like this? No. This is the second time Field of the Dead has bitten me in the butt? Like, obviously I need to keep it for overall. I guess I didn't even consider the... I'm getting sick of these blue mages out here countering my stuff. I am just a simple green mage. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm just trying to fast bond. Nobody wants to let me fast bond. Well, crap. They played... When you try to do stuff and then your opponent plays 3 restricted blue spells in their first turn cycle... I didn't even have restricted cards in my hand. And they had 4 of them, including the Mox. This idiot might as well be restricted. Oh, that would be terrible. Why would you restrict Torment? We have Wasteland. We have something to do with Wasteland when it becomes time. So they know... I didn't have to cash it in. Just be mindful of that, Jeremy. You have Yavimaya in play. You didn't have to cash it in. And unfortunately here, it's... Once again, should I have waited to play it? And I'm going to say the answer is yes. Kind of obviously, almost. I've also set up their mana nicely with the Yavimaya. What have you got here with this preordain? Top bottom. Black Lotus is a solid one. Hardcast Force available to them. maybe if I draw a Black Lotus, I can cast Leyline of the Void and have 0 impact on the game. Who knew? See, I think I got too greedy, seeing the fast bond, thinking, oh, what are all these fast bond things I'm gonna... Nothing. You'll do nothing and like it. This is just... I'm just gonna get murdered by a Tarmogoyf. Which is... That's fair. Tarmogoyf has done me well. Tarmogoyf... Oh, what are you doing? You're gonna strip my wastelands? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, my hand is terrible. And I don't want it. I'm not gonna show you my secrets. Woof. Well, okay, here's the thing. Sometimes we play these matches. I'm thinking of the Displacer Kitten matches and stuff like that that I've lost and been frustrated with. I'm having fun. And I don't know if that is because we're doing wildly nonsensical things and fast bond is a hell of a drug, but I don't know, like I'm finding this more enjoyable than having a similar record, you know what I mean? And having it be worse for me. I can't do anything. Why did you say keep? I mean... Well, the jig is up. They now know what is going on over here. I like the fact our opponent has Gitaxium probed us and is probably like, what the hell is going on over there? I don't understand. I guess I'll just Doomsday them to death here. Can I build a pile to kill them? Of course I can, because I'm playing Doomsday, and my deck just wins all the time. But what they were not accounting for, like, that's gotta be, go ahead, build your pile based on what you saw over here. I don't know what's going on any more than you do. How is Boseiju worded? Do you have to search? Judge, I need the official wording of Boseiju. May. Ugh, that's just annoying. Opponent still working out the Doomsday pile. They've already played a land. Okay. 4 cards remaining in hand. I don't really have any way to interact with them. So, I foresee this going very poorly. But hey, let's look what they exile. I mean, we might just be dead right now. Because maybe that was the question, is like, hey, am I okay passing the turn? And the answer is, well, yeah. What's he gonna do? He's got... Do they have dazes? Okay. I mean... Ooh. Ha! Yeah, we misclicked that. That one. I'm going to represent main deck Pyro... Actually, You saw it in my hand. There's no way I'm going to kill them with Ancestral Recall, is there? When they try to draw a card? See, that's the thing is, like, if they were gonna daze it... See, I think that's what I should have done, is I should have waited, because now they daze their own Ancestral. And then they just have it all. So they still... If I would have let it resolve and they go for Thassa's Oracle here, they still had it, and I still would have died, because they still had the counter spells. But we gave it a run for our money. That would have been sweet. Okay. So they won that one using Collector. That doesn't mean they need... I'm sorry. They won that one through Black Lotus. I'll give the rest of the actual sentence in my head. They won that one using Black Lotus, which Collector Oof could stop. However... That doesn't feel like where this issue is. Of course I figured, Collector Oof does something, air quotes. I just don't know if it's relevant. We could just try to be Turbo Wasteland. Like, what if this was just... Well, this is not a good main deck, but I'm saying, like, if we... I saw somebody else... That, while that's true, not me, the question is that Doomsday player bad? I mean, I don't know. Slasher could have gotten an alt account and called themselves, you know, something else. I'm wondering what our opponent is thinking through right now, just going like, they had a Wasteland and a Mox Ruby and cast Ancestral Recall. You know, like, I hope I'm giving them some, like, heartburn, maybe indigestion or something, as they're trying to figure out what could possibly be going on over here. I'm keeping this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have a way to get blue, because Ghost Quarter can't get me a basic dot. That's funny. I'm going to put Ancestral Recall on the bottom. I mean, I kind of have to, right? So now the question is, if I play everything out, they'll see what's happening and be like, well, I have to counter that. If they don't kill me on turn 1, could I kill that and get another green? Hear me out. Colorless. Green. Colorless, kill that for green. Play Ramunap and I can bring Wasteland back. Like, this is going to get forced. You have the force anyway. You know you do, Doomsday opponent who kept 7 cards. Okay. Let's battle. They just have it with like so much protection. They don't even care. They shuffled their library. Okay. Do I currently have blue? I do not currently have blue. How many land plays did I have remaining? I just want to double check. 2,000 land plays. I just want to commemorate that. 2,000 land plays remaining. Oh, sorry, yeah, should have yielded the turn over there. Cycle, pay some life, okay. Hey, Urshni, welcome to the Swish Gaming. Scry bottom, okay? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Pitching Thassa's Oracle. Okay. If I Ghost Quarter my lands, it doesn't buy me anything. Hey, Trouts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think we have appropriately locked our opponent out. Taste it, Doomsday! Well, see, now here's the thing. I'm talking this smack. Things are going to go horribly wrong. They're building up till they have like this perfect hand, and I have 33 wastelands over here. I have 2001 land plays remaining. Still had all these wastelands. How do you like me now, Doomsday? I'm just, hey. We gotta win. We gotta win off Doomsday, and that's a pretty sweet. Alright, what else? I mean, I feel like that was a pretty big win. Like that's gonna be like the highlight of the night. Of we got in our one our one game win over Doomsday, as they promptly go on the play and crush us here. But cheers to everybody. Appreciate the followers. All right, what do we got? We got Mindbreak Trap, which shouldn't really do anything. We have Pyroblast. Okay, so here's Here's what I'm thinking. If they kill me right now, maybe Mindbreak Trap does something, but they kept 7, so it doesn't matter. If we get to my turn, I would have Pyroblast and Mindbreak Trap. We should have an Ancient Tomb. I want Mox Diamond for the purposes of whatchamacallit. I'm drawing a blank on it right now, I'm sorry. Daze. I want to be able to have Mindbreak Trap and Pyroblast to play around Daze. That's my thought. That's not their third spell by any chance, is it? Alright, so we've lost Pyroblast as an option. I was going to say if we drew Fast Bond, but Fast Bond does not turn anything on for us yet. They started on Basic Island. Doomsday. 1. 2. They have 3 cards left. I'm betting it's enough to get into a pile. My thought there was, is it enough to stunt them from doing anything? And now my thought is, let's take them off the Underground Sea, remove their black sources, play something and daze it, or just cast Gush, okay. They had Gush to get into the pile. That makes sense. I was trying to, instead of, say, playing out Ramming Up, walking into Daze. Okay. So what we need to do, if we can play Valakut next turn, that was amazing. I want to keep Mox Diamond up because it has the most options here. Okay. So yield, give me something. You're showing me a Besage You. Forest. Trigger again. You found a wasteland. But you can only play these. Valakut, trigger the rest of the way. Like, we're dealing some damage, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be enough. They're going to protect themselves with fetch lands so they're ready to go for it. I mean, now we do know Underground is in their hand. That doesn't feel... I mean, Ghost Quarter is the closest thing to a fetch. Crop rotation, okay. So I don't necessarily need or want any of these things. I don't think they're particularly relevant. So, like here, if I were to... So now the question is it worth having the extra point from a Ramunap? To put more pressure on is my thought. Because they're at an odd number, but 4-point chunks if I can pump it up with exploration. And if they're going to help me with Street Wraith and these fetch lands... I just have to be careful with Ghost Quarter. If they bottomed with the Preordain, a new Street Wraith is finding something totally new. I should be able to kill him with what I got here. Because if this goes and gets... Do I want Taiga? I do want something that gives me the most overall options. Maybe if they go for a blue spell is when we cash in the Wooded Foothills trying to find Pyroblast or whatever for on top. I guess we could also find another Mindbreak Trap. Am I allowed to play the spells? You may play that card as long as it remains exiled. So what's the difference between doing it now and doing it next turn? You crack it, it puts the card over there, it's just one more card. It would be the same as if I went to my turn. Okay. This is lethal. There's a Yavimaya. Okay. Well, how the turntables have turned. I mean, that felt pretty good. See, now that makes me interested in how I can work on this deck, because the problem we always had with blue decks is the restricted card suite, right? They were going to get ahead of you by playing cantrips, ancestral, digging into those things faster than you could deploy whatever. And so obviously fast bond is key to me getting out there very fast. But I almost wonder, am I better served by having Collector Oof, Ramunap, Wasteland, Ancient Tomb almost. I almost wonder with Ancient Tomb to be able to power out a quicker thing. And my thought there is multiple times you saw, like I had Fast Band payoff and the Field of the Dead coming in tapped always just bite me a little bit. I don't know if I want multiple Ancient Tombs, but I do think that is something worth considering, because I understand the point of the bazaars, that they're able to dig and you'll go through the graveyard until if you have a Ramunap and a Fast Bond, but you don't have a crop rotation, Bazaar can, like if you had a Wasteland and a Bazaar activates, throws cards in the graveyard, activate Wasteland, put Bazaar in the graveyard, play Bazaar, play Wasteland, activate Bazaar, throw it away, etc., etc. And you can dig to the Glacial Chasm or whatever. But then once you have Glacial Chasm play out Field of the Dead and everybody, like basically you can dig down, except you won't have any cards in your hand, so it can only be the cards you're playing out of the graveyard. I mean, Oko could go. I almost wonder, like, I like the idea of the Ancestral, I like the idea of the Time Walk. The previous version of the deck we played went crazy with what's the Dryad that makes your lands all the different land types. So you could play Mystic Sanctuary and Valakut and stuff. What I'm wondering is, do I just move that way? So I want to say thanks for hanging out. I want to say thanks to the followers that joined today. Thanks for everybody chatting. I really do appreciate you. If you like what we're doing here, and by we, I mean Swish Gaming, make sure you check out our link tree in the chat there. It'll give you our Patreon, where our players that are going to play in events actually post what they are going to play in advance. For example, I am a Swish team member, and I'm going to play in a tournament on Saturday, and I will be posting. I think we post them on Wednesday. Maybe we post them on Thursday. I think we post them on Thursday. Idea being, you can see what we're playing ahead of time. Like if you would have seen that Steven Dykeman was going to be playing his mono red Obosh, and then he went and won the qualifier. So, way to go, Steven. That's very awesome. Speaking of Steven, he is the other streamer with me on this channel. He plays daily, Monday through Friday. He has usually Monday through Wednesday, he's focused on Magic. Thursday and Friday, he gets a little Pokemon in. Other than that, he does mix that around, so make sure you're tuned to our Twitter, and that'll let you know what he's going to be playing on any given day. But also, come join our Discord. We would love to have you there. And hey, appreciate you watching me tonight. Appreciate all the support as always. We'll see you next time.